Hey everybody. Hey, it is Melanie Mitro and it is Business Tip Tuesday, and I'm coming to you from my home office. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about creating a plan for your business. So one of the things that I just dive into and practice every single month, and then I teach it to my team, and I'm just really good at explaining my vision and explaining to my team that there are obstacles and roadblocks and challenges within each and every month in your business. But if we come up with a plan and we're proactive, we can still have forward movement in our businesses, even when people are distracted or not so focused on their health and fitness, right? And so one of the things that I do, and this time of the month, the last week of the month, I sit down and I do this marketing plan. And so I actually trained my leaders on this yesterday, and I thought, you know what? I get so many questions on how I create a plan and how I organize my time that I thought, you know what? I'm going to share with you guys how I make a marketing plan. All right. So good morning. Hi, Joni. Glad to see you on the call here. So here's the thing. The first thing I do, and everybody can do this differently. You don't have to duplicate my exact plan. And actually, I encourage you not to, because I think we all have different markets. But what I do is I have this big desk calendar, right? I got this sucker at Target. I get my pencil out. And so the first thing I do is sort of like my morning, and I did it on Sunday, where I sit down and I sort of just kind of have a brain dump onto my calendar in pencil. And so I start to write out what are the dates going to be of my groups that are going to come up in October. So for me, as a leader, and those of you that aren't to the point where you have a growing team yet, what I do is I start the first Monday of every month, always starts all of my coach trainings. And I've done this for years now. And because I have done this so often, my team just now knows, like the first Monday of every month, Melanie's going to start all of her coach trainings. The last week of every month, Melanie's going to send out an email and she's going to tell me what training she has. So my team begins to recognize that this is sort of the routine. It becomes predictable. Everybody gets on the same schedule. I'm not just winging my business. I'm actually treating it like a business. I do the same thing with my challenge groups too. So the first Monday of every month, I start my coach training, my 30-day new coach university. I have a phase 2, which I call my team builder training, or my 4 vital behaviors, where people that finish the first 30 days go into the second 30 days. But then I also have an emerald to diamond, where I'm working on people getting from running challenge groups and helping their customers get results to beginning to identify the people that would make great coaches and transitioning those people into coaches and getting new coaches started right and beginning to build an organization. So I have these trainings that I run every single month. Usually I team up with my entire downline or my personally sponsored coaches and their coaches. So I do a train the trainer. I'm trying to teach my team how to lead by leading for them at the beginning. And then eventually I want to empower them to be able to take the reins and run their own trainings. I do a weekly call, a small group call. So I have a coach university call, a team builder call, and my emerald to diamond call every week. Now, I did not do this when I was first starting my business. I had one call, it was a team call, and then I did one-on-ones with my working coaches. But as my business grew and I saw the need for it, this is where I started to create more of a structure. So I first and foremost put on there, okay, what trainings am I going to offer? Then the second thing I do is I begin, and I'm looking at my computer while I'm talking to you, so my eyes keep going over there. But the second thing I do is I think to myself, all right, I need to get my challenge groups started. And I run my challenge groups. I try to do them the first half of the month, because when you run your challenge groups the first half of the month, I want to get my Success Club points out of the way. I want to get my customers signed up. There is nothing worse than being down to the last day of the month and not having your Success Club points and having to scramble and beg and be desperate or call in a favor to a family member or friend and get them to buy a challenge pack or Shakeology. I don't want to have to do that. So for me, I try to do my groups at the beginning of the month, right? So, and then the second half of the month, I can make sure my customers are getting great results. I can do a lot of my follow-ups. I can then transition customers into coaches in the second half of the month. All right. So you're welcome, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to screen share with you how I make this So this is PicMonkey. I don't know how many of you have heard of PicMonkey, but it's on the computer. It's a really, really awesome photo editing. And so basically I just go to Google and I find a calendar. So I went and found an October calendar and I saved it as an image. I uploaded it in a PicMonkey and then I just went over here. You can see like I just added the text right in there too. And I wrote on here. So number one, you can see I'm going to run a free group. I like to run free groups because free groups are a great way to build relationships with people. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like inviting. I don't want people to feel like I'm selling them. I've never been that kind of a person. I will do everything in my power to attract people to me. I will try to get people to like my posts or comment or join a free group so that I can naturally start a conversation with people. So for me, as much free content as I can put out there, free tips, free advice, that is what I do because I want to try to get people to make that first move. So I don't have to cold invite. So I'm running a free group. I'm doing a 7-day free group, and you can do any kind of free group. I've done clean eating groups. I've done a crock pot group. I've done squats and ab challenges. But my goal is to get people into a free group so that I can show them what the support would be like. So that's going to happen on the 3rd. So I put that on there. It's going to be 7 days. And then if you see right here, today's Tuesday, I need to post about the free group because I know that if I want to start something on the 3rd, I can't make the decision on Friday that I'm going to run a group on Monday and expect to have people joining that group. I need to give myself time. So if I make the event, I'm going to make an event. I'm going to invite people that are on my contact list that are friends or people that are not current customers or not current coaches. I'm going to invite them to join that free group. I'm going to post about it. And then I have daily free group jabs. So if I'm going to do a challenge, a crock pot free group, for example, my daily jabs are going to be posts in the event. So I may say like, here is a sample of what you're going to get if you join my free group. It's if the weather's getting cooler and comfort foods are coming out, and comfort foods usually have heavy cream and butter and lots of carbs, and I'm giving you an alternative. Here is crockpot ziti, clean eating crockpot ziti. Here is a recipe. This is what I'm going to be sharing with you next week. Make sure you're signed up for the free group. Make sure you click join. I will message you with more information, right? That's a jab. You're giving somebody something for free so that they can then in turn trust you and join your group. So every day I will come up with 5 different jabs to try to get more people to join the free group. It works, guys. Every day I find that maybe 1 or 2 more people request to join. So then I'm going to kick off that free group. That's what I'm focused on for this week. Then I know that I'm going to start my next challenge group on the 17th. So if I do that, again, you can't decide you're going to start a challenge group on a Friday or on Monday the 17th and start advertising it on Friday the 14th. I need to give myself 10 to 14 days to talk about it before I actually get people to commit. So if I know it's going to start on the 17th, I'm going to back myself into it. My challenge group advertisement needs to go out on the 5th. All right, so I'll put that out, and then I will have my daily jabs going across for my challenge group. Again, like the free group, I'm going to be talking about the challenge group and what I have to offer. Also, all these people that are right here in that free group are going to be seeing this advertisement for my official challenge group. So hopefully those are going to be the people that see that ask questions. Those are going to be the people that I'm going to be inviting to join that group. So my goal is to transition some of those people into customers. Now, I also am going to run a business opportunity event. I do it every single month because I have customers from last month. I have people that are following me, people that are now following my like page. And so I want to make sure that I am explaining what I do as a coach, because let's face it, not everybody knows what coaching is. And if I don't explain it, if I don't host an event, if I don't invite my current challengers to join an event, then how do I know they're interested in coaching, right? So I run a business opportunity event on the 26th. Again, that means that about the 19th, I need to start posting about the fact that I'm offering a business opportunity event. All right. So then my next new coach training will start on November 7th. And of course, everybody that's in that business opportunity event, I'm inviting them to join as coaches in that November 7th training. Now, because I have a plan, because I know when things are starting. This helps me to say, all right, Melanie, if you're running a group on the 17th, you got to make time in your schedule to make an ad. Maybe the weekends, though, that's your time to get caught up. And if that's your time to get caught up, maybe you say, well, I'm going to plan ahead. Saturday, I'm going to make my challenge group advertisement. I'm going to, write out some of my daily jabs. I'm going to get myself organized. I am going to, make my list of people I'm going to invite. It helps you to run around getting organized. All right. And even if you don't have a team of coaches that are working, and share this in your team page. If you have a team page, talk to them about what you have to offer. I also make a video about this and I share with them, like, this is my thinking. I know that Halloween is on the 31st. I know that like a post candy Halloween detox is a great idea. People will want to 3-day refresh it. They'll have made. So those are things that I am going to do, that I do every month. I send this out as an email to my team. I make them a video. I talk about my coach trainings. I talk about my challenge groups. I invite people to stay engaged. I do this on a monthly basis. It works. I also take this time to talk with my team about obstacles that we could foresee, things that could happen. And so this is just a great discussion point. I train my leaders on this. So tomorrow morning, when I do my Rising Stars call with my diamonds and above, I will walk them through how to create the marketing plan. I will talk to them about what I foresee my obstacles to be. I train everybody to get Success Club out of the way at the beginning of the month so they don't have to worry about it. I teach them how to recruit. And I do it by just leading by example. I'm obviously doing everything I put on this marketing plan. So as I'm posting, as I'm making my jabs, I'm saying to my team, hey guys, this is my post today. Here's why I did what I'm doing. Here is my goal for the week. And so I don't create more work for myself, but I just make sure to take that extra step to explain exactly what I'm doing. Don't take it for granted that people just know what to do. All right. So let me just ask some questions. Here we go. Andrea, you have so many free groups. Where did you find all the content? Pinterest. So for example, if you want to do an ab challenge, go to Pinterest, type in ab exercises, or Beachbody's got a library of workouts and ab exercises. Pick some of your favorites, video yourself doing it. Take a meal plan from the 21-day fix or, any of the programs and give them a free meal plan. But I created it all my own by just going on Pinterest and searching for ideas or using things that I've read. And because I'm a product of the product and I've practiced what I preach, it's not hard to come up with daily posts. And I know what people are struggling with. It's getting enough water. It's cutting out the sugar. It's reading nutrition labels. It's late night snacking. So it's all those things become my content for my free groups. Andrea, I follow this outline pretty much every month. Yes. I always start my coach trainings the first week of the month. I always start a challenge group the third Monday of every month so that my new coaches and current coaches have something to invite to. Yes, I pretty much do the same thing every single month. Tiffany, what program do you use for your calendar? So I literally Google searched October 2016 printable calendar. I did a screenshot. I took it into PicMonkey. You can take it into Canva, and that's how I added the text on there. So that's all I did. And then it saves as an image. So now I can share that in my team page so they can actually physically see my calendar and what I'm doing. And then I gave them all an assignment to do the same. Post their calendars below. Let me see your marketing plan. And then I look to see, did they give themselves enough time to advertise? What are they positioning things in the right way? And that works out really, really, really well. And honestly, Samantha, I do a coaching event every single month. Because sometimes people say they're going to come and they don't show up. Sometimes people aren't ready this month, but they're ready next month. It hits people at better timing at certain times of the year. When I started doing business events, nobody showed up. I was the only person on a live call. But I kept doing it. And what happened is I practiced. I got better at being on camera, on video, and I worked out the bugs. And eventually people started showing up. And eventually I started signing coaches because of it too. So practice and really failing forward is what gets you to the goal. All right. So guys, it doesn't matter what business you are in, even if you're not a Beachbody coach, if you're just watching this, you can implement things like this in your business. But here's the bottom line. I did this when I wasn't working my business full time. I did this when I had 2 little kids at home. I was a stay-at-home mom. Matt was working long hours. I still created a plan. It was on a smaller scale. I just ran challenge groups. I didn't do business opportunity events. I didn't have coach trainings that I was running. But every month I treated it like a business. I had a plan. I made a to-do list. I worked from a list at all times. Nobody told me to do it. I just taught myself how to do it. And I worked out the bugs as I went. So treat it like a business. If you want it to pay you like a business, you have to have a game plan. So start now, start with October and create yourself a game plan. All right, so again, thank you guys for tuning in live today for Business Tip Tuesday. As always, I'll upload this to YouTube. I'm going to write a blog post about it, so it'll be on melaniemitro.com later this week. And again, if you have any tips that you would like for me to share with you, just send me a private message, email me at mjmitro@gmail.com, and I'll be glad to put it on the rotation for future Business Tip Tuesdays. All right, guys, see you later. See you guys back here next week at 10 a.m. Bye.